decision of a court of law against the United States involvement in this case.
Did everybody hear the question? Okay. The question was, do I agree with, especially regarding the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, is a case of genocide? And if that's so, what would happen to the United States if it was taken to an international court? I don't recall the specific wording of what the UN definition of genocide is.
Excuse me 1 second. We're having just, if you don't mind,
They can hear mine.
No, I know, but the problem is that from the other side, they are not able to connect them with your microphone. So if you don't mind, we can.
Oh, you want me to turn it on?
Yes, please. I will turn this one on. Thank you so much.
It's on.
No.
Can everybody hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I don't recall the specific wording of the UN resolution on genocide, but my own definition is that genocide is where a state attempts to wipe out an entire population of people. I think, for example, what Hitler was trying to do with regard to the Jews, what the Hutus were trying to do with regard to the Tutsis, and what the Turks were trying to do with regard to the Armenians are all clear-cut cases of genocide. I think the word genocide tends to get liberally used. For example, in the 1990s, much of what was going on in the Balkans was defined as genocide, when in fact I don't think it was genocide. I think it was mass murder, and it was done largely for the purposes of ethnic cleansing. And in my own mind, there's a clear analytical distinction between those two things, which is not to make light of mass murder by any means, or to make light of ethnic cleansing. I do not think what's been going on in Palestine since 1948, or since November 29, 1947, is an example of genocide. I think that the Israelis engaged in ethnic cleansing between 29 November 1947 and January 1949. And I think that there's no question that they have been brutalizing the Palestinians in the occupied territories since 1967, when they captured the West Bank and Gaza Strip. I think this is inexcusable. I think it's morally wrong, and I think it also is strategically wrong. It's one of those cases where both moral considerations and strategic considerations line up very neatly. But I do not think it comes even close to being a case of genocide.